Conquering Mountain Scrap with Brenda. I'm Brenda, and today you can see we're finally here with one of the next step on Happy Scrappy Overflow. This is when we start sewing these blocks together. My gosh, we had so much fun doing this, and I just about ran out of strings. Like, I have just a little handful of strings left now that we've done all the blocks, the sashing, cornerstones, and of course the outer border. Now the outer border is optional, but I'll show you how I'm doing it. So this is what we're working on today. Yes, we pulled out some of our crazy low volumes, and we just had some fun with this. Like, we had some lovely low volumes we want to play with. But first, let's do our shout outs and all the rest of the stuff. Marie from Marie's Scrappy Creation, and Evita Sitar from Laundry Basket Quilts. Like, both those people are very creative artists, fiber artists. You gotta go check them out. Evita Sitar has been around for quite a while in doing laundry basket quilts. And we were at the Red Deer quilt show, and I spotted one of her quilts from like half a block away. And it was just like, oh my God, that's hers. Just the style, the beautiful simplicity. It was stunning. And the lady that did the quilting, she picked some lovely colors. Now, I don't know if that's her fabric line or what, but I was very impressed. Very, very cool. But anyways, go check them out. Their YouTube links are going to be in our show notes below, just so you know that shout out is coming to them. They don't know what's coming, but it's all sorts of fun. Now, the next one we're going to do after Happy Scrappy Overflow is the Disappearing Pinwheel. And I don't have a date yet because we haven't filmed it. We haven't put everything in the lineup yet. But as soon as we do, I'll start announcing that in the comments, right? We also have Zoom Sew dates listed in the show notes below. Right, they're a lot of fun to attend, and there's the first Saturday of every month, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, because I'm in Alberta, Canada, and we just have so much fun when we get together and hang out. Also, helping us out, we would appreciate if you make comments, thumbs up, share, like, subscribe. Hype is a new thing. And you do it on your cell phone. I have no idea how to do it myself, but that really helps our analytics. And hit the bell if you don't want to miss content. That is so important, that when we're hitting that bell, that helps, changes our analytics, and then puts us out to more quilters that we can continue giving more fun free patterns for. We also have a Facebook group. The admins say, please answer the questions and agree to the rules. If you're part of that Facebook community, come join us. We have so much fun in there. There's all sorts of fun community chats. There's fabric exchanges by country to keep postal costs down. And we have a virtual sewing room right now that's being hosted by Discord. And we just have a blast in it. There's like a 24-hour, 7-day-a-week sew date that you can hang out in. Also, I speak for free, and if you need to get a hold of me, my email address is under the About tab on my YouTube channel, or you can message me through the Facebook group. I'm much faster at answering Facebook than I am email, but I mean, it is what it is. Yes, we do have some lot of fun in there when we do those speaking engagements. Also, guys, shout outs. If you guys see somebody out there that's working hard, having a good time, and putting out some really cool content and has a lovely quilting voice, let me know. We will be happy to put them on our shout out list. And like, I've seen some amazing people too. Like, I'm discovering that way. I get to discover them too, right? So it's been a lot of fun. Just don't tell them. We're sneaking around doing something nice. This year I'm involved in 2 collaborations. The first one is Back to Basics, and that's Donna from Handmade by Ying with Donna. She's assembled a bunch of us to do Back to Basic videos, and we're just having a blast. It is so much fun. So all of the content creators for that collaboration are going to be in the show notes, and make sure you subscribe to all of them. That way you're not going to miss out on some really fun videos and teaching techniques. And if you've been around quilting for a while and you've picked up bad habits, that's actually a really good idea to go and get those techniques, corrected or do whatever. But if you're a beginner, perfect place to learn. Also, the other challenge or collaboration that I've been in is the Quilters Challenge. And that one actually came first. And it's like spring, summer, and fall that we're doing this. And it's Future Cat from New Zealand, Kelly from Kelly's Quilt Plus, Sam Alberts, Deb from Sewing with Debbie, Michelle from Bits and Pieces, and Kelly, another Kelly from Silly Moon Quilting. We are just having so much fun doing those challenges, and we challenging each other and we're challenging our viewers. So we've seen some pretty cool stuff come out of those challenges. Also, So Yeah is hosting their charity quilt drive for people in Alaska. So if you want to participate, you know, it ends August 15th. Now, I'm not sure when this will drop in our filming schedule, so make sure you're on that. Now, I'm going to put links into their .com and to their YouTube channel and for you to get more information. The only thing I'm doing is advertising their charity drive. So I think that's it. Yes, we've covered it all. So come on in. Let's get to the sewing of Happy Scrappy Overflow. Okay. We are at the sewing machine here, and we're just going to get this all lined up. This, you basically lay out with everything pointing, these corners pointing in, right? And these, the points to point in. Very simple, very easy to construct, very, very fast. Now I'm just going to do this like by webbing, because that's what we do here. We web our blocks, and it's just fun. Now all of my stuff has stay stitched. I have stay stitched. So now I just line it up. Line it up. Do the best you can. Line this baby up. And come on, let's go forward. There we go. And get it all lined up. Nice and neat. Okay. So that's the first area. Now, I'm going to, because I've got 2 points, 1 point here and 1 point there, and as soon as I flip that over, I can't see the point underneath, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put this pin in just like so, right at the corner. Right, come on. Hello, there it is. And right like so. And I'm going to make sure that everything's lined up good. So I've got the very tip of that corner. And I'm going to just rock it over just like so. Now line up the edge here. That way I'm not missing that. Hopefully I will get a nice sharp point. And because you can steer a little bit with this. There we go. Nice. And this one goes just like so. And don't worry about, you know, fabrics touching fabrics. Or I made sure I tried not to have the same fabric touch. And, you know, it works out. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. That's okay. You're doing your best. There we go. Easy. So far, so good. Okay, now I'm just going to pull all that this way. And, yeah, there's a bit of paper still left here, but oh well, it'll get beat off. There. Okay, so there. Kind of creates an unusual star. There. Now. There we go. And again, we've got, as soon as I put this over, I don't see my point. So I'm going to make sure I drive a pin through both points. That way I don't miss them. Because this block, if you get nice sharp points, what happens is you have just a very stellar block. Okay, there we go. Nice. See, this point we didn't miss. It actually ended up being perfect. This one right here. Just by doing this little pin trick. And I know you see me all the time on here. If you're watching all the time, you're going, you're pinning. Oh my goodness, you're pinning. Yes, you pin. Yes, we pin. Occasionally we pin. We find it important enough to do that, you know. So, yes, and it does make a difference. I'm just going to roll over. Perfect. Perfection. Perfection. I did it and it's perfect. There we go. There. And now this one. Okay. There. Just nice. Nice, easy. There. There. Now, what you do, because you've webbed this, right? And I'm going to do the same with the quilt. You're going to check to make sure everything's going the right way. And as soon as you go, oh yes, it's perfect, then you move your board out of the way because it's in the way now. And you got to decide which way you're going here. I think I'm going to press into the block. So I'm going to start right here. So the first nesting point is this. And if I'm pressing into the block, that means this one goes forward. The underneath one goes into the center. Right? And I just make sure that's all lined up perfect. There we go. And you gotta make that perfect nest. Mind you, this quilt, there's so much going on, you'll go, it was nested? Okay. Because it's pretty busy, right? Then we take our pin, because we have one hidden point, and we're going to make sure we catch both of them. So you put that one right in the point, and right in the point below. That's kind of awkward, but I probably should have done it before. So, come on. Oh yeah, you're not going to play nice. Well, foolish block, you're not playing nice. Okay, there we go. Just tip it a little, there we go. And now you have this matching up just so you're right in there close. Okay, there we go. You pull your pin, then this piece goes in, this piece goes out. Okay, all right. There. I'm gonna make sure that knife stays nice and nested. Make a nice sharp corner there. And then line those up just like so. There. Now you're only making 16 blocks, so this pinning might sound a little tedious if you were doing, 180, but you're doing 16, right? So it's not a big deal, right? Now, there we go. I want to go back, and I'm going to pin that point first. I think that would be easier. Pin it first, make sure it works good. Okay, there we go. Nice and flat. Twist it over here. Makes it a little easier. I don't know why I didn't do that the first time, but I didn't. Anyways, okay, here we go. Here. Okay, here we go. Get that nice and nested. And we pulled out some pretty crazy fun low volumes for this. For the bigger pieces, we decided, okay, let's play with some fun scraps because we can, right? I mean, that's part of this too. We're using up our scraps and our strings and all that other good stuff. We might as well have fun doing it, right? So. And we'll just sneak up to that pin just by hand rolling it over. There we go. And get the last piece there, just like so. Yeah, this was fun using up all of the different colors. I was like, oh yay! And I, like I say, I don't have a lot left. When I have created my cutting, I've created a few more, but I'll show you what I had left as of the end of this. And you'll be like, oh my goodness. Okay, just get a stray thread off there. Just like that. Now we're going to do the same technique. This is called webbing. We're going to do the same technique when we're putting the quilt together. So just so you understand how this is going. Now all of this got pushed in. All of this got pushed in, right? Because for some reason there's less resistance here with all these seams in here, right? So we thought, okay, we'll do this. We'll give it a nice press. You know, we'll give it a nice, finger press for now, but, a real press when we get to the ironing board. And you'll see where all of this comes together. And we could also just press the entire quilt. I mean, that's another option we can do. But yeah, this is coming together really nice. And like I say, we do have the occasional little bits and bobs of stuff, but so that's the press. The pressing on this is done this way. Yes, you have some resistance here, like in these three corners here, because there's all the seams. But you just do the best you can to make it lay flat, right? That's the problem with string quilts, is that all the seams kind of, mess with each other. So I think we're ready. Let's get to our ta-da moment. Okay, so this is our quilt block. Now I know some of you are going, wait a minute, that's a quilt top. You can't film it, and you're right. But we filmed both the quilt top and the webbing of the entire quilt top with the sashing and cornerstones all together on the same day. And we didn't save pictures of just the square. So this is the square you're going to make this week. And yes, next week we will be adding on the cornerstones and the sashing. Now next week I show webbing. It's up to you. It's an optional. If you don't like doing that way and you want to go row by row on a design wall, go for it. Do what you can do. That's perfect. But this one was a lot of fun. Now, as promised, these are my neutral strings. And these is all the strings I have left, the color strings I had left when I finished sewing all of the blocks and pieces for this quilt. This is it. And some of this is like basically crumbs, but I decided to keep it here so it would look healthier. But yeah, that's it. That's all I've got left. So this really, doing 3 string quilts in a row, really chewed through my string. So it is possible to do. And this one's such bright, happy, all over the place colors. It's going to look great. So I do hope you're sewing along with us here. And like I say, this one came together. I was very, very surprised. I'd love to see how you interpret this as well. Because I know some of you are going to do some very different things. And that's perfect. That's the best thing ever, is when you guys take one of my ideas and you make it your own, and it just turns out just so much nicer. Anyway, so I hope you have an awesome week ahead and life is treating you well and you win bob and chicken, okay? So take care and stay well until we meet again. Bye! My husband and I would like to thank you for all of your support and watching our videos and sharing and liking. It has just been, you've put us on such an amazing journey, and we are having so much fun. I hope everything is going so well in your life, and your 1/4 inch is perfect. Everything is working out for you. And we're just so happy to be part of your lives, and you having, like I say, you're watching us. I was just so thrilled that you're doing that. So I want to say goodbye, and I want to thank you with all my heart. Okay? Take care. Bye.